Plus they have Nyx, like, they have ways to deal with her.
Yeah.
Like, later on in the game and stuff like that.
Playing co-op against Nyx is impossible. You just stand in the creep wave and pop Carapace.
Yeah, eventually she'll scream.
Yep.
It's like the biggest tell is like when she hits the range creep once, hits the melee creep like the other one that has been hit like twice, and then when she uses it, set up for a kill every single time.
Yeah, I'd like to see Complexity get some sort of counter-initiation tool for Adam. I like Wyvern, potentially, just because I think that it's nice to have some tool to deny Razor his BKB timing. Oracle's already banned, and when you have a Rasta, I want some other form of save, or you can do what I've seen other teams go for, where you double down, you pick like a Disruptor, and ensure that all 3 of your cores are self-sustainable and can immediately just engage into a fight and protect your squishies.
There's also an Undying. Has not been viewed by either of the teams so far. Haven't seen a huge amount of that at this tournament, have we? Started on the first day, it felt like, oh, okay, yeah, everyone likes it, but then since then, it seems to have fallen away.
Dire team pick.
TD. Alright.
I like that pick against Razor Nyx. Like, those heroes, especially later on in the game, they don't really do anything to you. Especially Nyx. Like, Nyx playing against TB late, unless you're like really far ahead, you don't mind that at all. In team fights, you don't even feel the Nyx's presence.
Yeah, and I would be afraid of Darkseer here if I was Cole, but because Doom roster just so adept at taking down a DS, you could aggro and leave Doom solo against the Darkseer and feel great, but it's still a scary pick coming out from Pango, gives them a lot of presence, and if they hit an HOD Atos timing on these 2 cores they would have, and you could just kind of run at a Terrorblade, and there's no real counterplay. I would have also really disliked this maybe a couple of months ago, but I feel like Miracle's come a long way. You know, he started on the team with absolutely 0 real competitive experience, and I think he's made great strides as a player to the point where I would actually trust him on these hyper carries, whereas previously it felt like he was a liability.
Wasn't 0 competitive experience, he had some.
Dude, I knocked him out of a TI quals once.
Yeah.
Thank you. They could have made it, you know that? It's like, we last ditched them. It did not matter for us at all, and we just try-harded that game.
And
you try-harding a game?
Huh?
Then he forfeited?
No, that was the one in C that we played with Zephyr. We were out of the tournament. Bambo just random stuff. But they were on Scythe. They were supposed to win that one. It was with like X Freedom and stuff like that. They were supposed to win that quals. It was like right before you started playing, I think. It was like TI, it must have been TI 4, right?
Yeah, it was 4.
But even then, like, you could tell he was a talented player. Like, in C, when we were there, he had that, like, legendary status of, like, pub players. It was just like, man, this guy is going to be mid 1 before mid 1's even a thing. And I think he had military service or something like that, and he had some, like, other obligations, so he wasn't really able to full-on commit to Dota. But this is what Kyle means, like, now he's getting a lot more experience. Like, he's in a weird position where he's been around for a while, he just hasn't really been able to fully commit to the game, and now he is.
Similar to March in a lot of ways, you know? He had one good run, had to go serve in the military, came back, took a little time to get his act in order, and now all of a sudden he's on a team that's qualified to 3 consecutive majors, although not the one coming up, unfortunately. I'm not a huge fan of the Witch Doctor pick.
They like it though.
I know they do, but
it's a CIS Pango thing.
When I see a Rasta, I want to find ways to kill him. And in addition, you got TB and Doom, which are heroes that have methods of either, you know, swapping health pools or heavy regen on the Doom. Maledict's relatively ineffective, and I don't think that your Mojo heal is going to be huge unless they're trying to go for this like really fast tempo lineup and end game quick, which is not a bad plan against TB Doom.
Okay, so they take Tusk, which I'm a pretty big fan of. Like, they needed more catch and low cooldown heroes that can just go around the map. Like, Shaman and Tusk make a lot of space around the map for a hero like Doom, who's like very ulti reliant and just like cooldown reliant. So you pick a hero that is the least cooldown reliant for. He just kind of runs around, pops his.
It's such a strong killing support duo, and in addition, you know it's going to be a Z-Freak Rasta. You want Adam to have some kind of playmaking ability on his 5. You could have gone perhaps for like an Undying, but Pango were already prepared with this PL, so if they had went Undying there, this would have actually been an insane pickup.
I think Undying's a little bit annoying. Like, with the way that their lineup works, I feel like it would kind of like, it'd go against what they had already. Like, I feel like they needed another form of catch.
Yeah, and it's safe too, which is great whenever you have a TB. You want some method of combo breaking so that you have the ability for Terrorblade to get off his Sunder or his BKB. Like, you don't want to have this hero in a position where you're forced to play naked and just you're completely on your own regarding the usage of your cooldowns. And it works. The question is, what's the last pick you're going to choose to deal with this Phantom Lancer? You know it's a Razor mid now, we can assume. Still possible that the Nyx is a 3 or 4. And they banned Darkseer? Yeah, okay, good. Because I would have been really afraid of a 5th pick Darkseer here. Because it just makes the Pango's lanes way too strong, and it makes the PL go from like the strongest hero in the game to way too strong. You hit a defusal timing 12-13 minutes, he could just walk at the Cole heroes, they have nothing to do. Ember still in the pool, perhaps?
I think the Pango need another way to start a fight too. Like right now.
No.
So what are the assumptions that we're working under? Like this is a Razor mid or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Razor mid.
It could be a Ghost Stick hero, but it just doesn't work for the team. I think they're way better off with just a standard axe pick, a
If they did
Centaur.
something like that, they need like more catch.
Yeah.
For their mid, they'd have to have somebody that can just like go drums and run at you.
I just think that's overcomplicating the game.
Yeah, I think
you
so
just
too.
pick a stun for Ghost Stick and let him work.
What's your stun here?
Axe Centaur.
Axe Centaur?
Alternatively, you could... Beastmaster's always an option. They're huge fans of the hero, but it's just so bad against Terrorblade. He pops Reflect, you steal the aura, and you just give him free attack speed.
Lena ban for the Pango.
I like the Lena ban. A lot of teams like you outrange on the Razor. You always have like burst damage. You lane okay.
Yep. Now
What are the other heroes that there are against that can just like straight up lane against this Razor?
I was thinking Puck, but if you go Puck, it's always tough to play against Nyx with the hero. And you need something that lanes against the Razor, but also counters PL. That's what you're looking for is Cole. And knowing Limp, God, I feel like it might be Puck. I don't know if that's what we're looking for here. You could. You also don't want something that plays elusive without some sort of blink or map mobility mechanic, because you're just going to get ran at with Centaur. You're going to get A-toast. You need something that creates its own win condition.
What's wrong with the DP here?
I wouldn't mind DP, but it's pretty weak against the Phantom Lancer. I think Ember's fine. I think DK's okay. And Puck. Those are really your 3 options. Ember, nice. This is a weaker lane, but so much better for the game. If Limp has a decent time, you do have 2 supports that can rotate mid quite easily. You can kill this Razor, and if Limp gets ahead, they have really no method of killing him on the side of the Pango unless you're setting up the Carapace into like a triple stun.
Yeah, I think the Ember was actually a really good pick. The Nyx is okay against because of the Carapace under the Flame Guard, but...
It's the best pick for the game, for sure.
Yeah, I think so
It's
too.
just a weak laner against Razor. I think this puts emphasis on the Cole supports. They want to get active, and the Witch Doctor now, in more of a defensive role, has to look and be ready to teleport mid to save his Razor. That mid matchup is going to really determine the flow of this game.
Is it definitely Limp on the Ember?
It could be Miracle. It's a good point, but no. Miracle's playing terribly.
Okay. The last time that Limp played Ember Spirit was 10 months ago.
Yeah,
but like everybody
It's not a Limp hero, is my point.
It is. It's just that he wasn't able to play it because of how they were utilizing Ember, and it was just something that they could pick for Miracle almost all the time. But Limp's the playmaker. He's gonna... This is his game to shine.
All right, okay, time to step up and make himself counted. Thank you very much, gents. Time then for us to get into our first game of our second series. Remember, do or die for both of these teams. As a reminder for you to vote in the MVP by Mercedes-Benz on the way in to game number 1.
An all-important series here, Complexity versus the Pango. I think we have 2 of the most evenly matched drafts I've seen so far in this event. And Danog, what do you make of it?
I agree completely. You know, that last pick, Ember, really ties together a lot of what Complexity are trying to do. They were lacking a little bit of catch. I feel like they really need to save this Tusk Snowball for you know, just making sure that Terrorblade lasts throughout these team fights. And while Death does like to go that Blink Dagger build on him to enable him to get in on that backline, I just think they needed something more. And similarly on the Pango, you've picked up that Centaur War Runner, so he's going to be able to get in, use the Stomp, then Stampede out, and really enable his team. So we're looking ready for a slobber knocker here.
Yeah, a little bit more catch on the Complexity side, a little bit more disengage for the Pango. Looks like Complexity going to be running their Doom down on the safe lane, actually, and running a little bit of an aggro tri-lane to begin with. I guess we'll see how that plays out. The Pango don't seem like they've quite cottoned on just yet. They do still have the PL over on the top side of the map. But what was but even before we saw the draft, what was your take on this best of 3?
My take was essentially which complexity is going to show up. Is it going to be the complexity that qualifies to majors, or is it the complexity that was fourth in their group stage? You know, and there are so many variables for that. Obviously, playing versus like other NA teams versus playing against international teams, playing on LAN versus playing online. All these sorts of factors come into consideration for that. And so, based off what we've seen so far, I'd say the Pango has looked a little stronger, having a bit more of a successful showing for themselves. They went 2-1 against Mineski in their group. It was very close to actually being in this upper bracket instead of them. So I would think I would lean maybe a little bit more towards Pango just because they've got, I think, better timings for themselves. And if they're able to take that hyper-aggressive style that really works for them, I think they could make a real showing in this game 1.
Yeah, I did feel as if the problems that I was seeing for Complexity were by and large drafting and then maybe a few item decisions here and there. And to me, it's a little bit heartening to see that because I think those are some of the easiest things to fix.
Yeah.
As a team, you can go back, you can look over those games, you can say, oh, if we had this item instead of this, or if we just chose this hero at this point in the draft, maybe that would have been a completely different game for us. And now they get to test that out a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a pretty open-minded guy. I see Complexity going with their style of running, for example, Bat Rider mid. Sure, that might be what works for you. But I just can't agree with what they did during the group stage of, picking the Jakiro as the mid laner for them. That
was weird.
Yeah.
They didn't know the matchup at the time either, so clearly they thought it was going to do something specific for their lineup, maybe take some fast tier 1 towers, something like that. But just really didn't end up working out. But they have I would say that this is a very straightforward draft. I've been wondering where all the Shadow Shamans been, to be honest, this event. I really thought that this hero was going to feature a little bit more prominently, but it seems like in the last couple of days, we have started to see him a little bit more. So we will have a full aggressive tri-lane setup for each team at the moment. And well, I guess we'll have to see who can get a little bit more out, though. The Pango are going to take the first step. They're going to be rotating Vampire up to this top lane on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, and the block in mid was actually a little too good from Iceberg. It went underneath his tower, so it's going to push that lane forward a bit more.
Some damage being traded up top here. Ghostic does already have that point up in the Retaliate, so giving as good as he's getting, just some regen being traded. And that's really where Nyx Assassin wants to be. He's got this absolutely ridiculous base regen, throw a few mangoes on top of that, and he's really quite ready to trade. Though, the Shadow Shaman can be a little bit scary. He does actually have a lot of damage. Yeah, his name.
And he knows that he's skilled up the Impale.
The doctor will see you, but you won't see him.
First blood. In the name of Nyx, the first assassination is complete. never deny.
Illusion.
Radiant are scanning.
Stop!
Just what the doctor orders.
This round is over.
I'll take that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Shall be forgotten. The whole bunch of punches. Remember my name? You have learned well. To the Underscape, I return.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Are doomed.
Illusion.
Stop! I default to the substance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Your bones will make.
You are too slow.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. top tower is under attack.
My hexes die!
Oh, they're gonna hate me for this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Fortune's changed.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The crowds forget the ultimate.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
You have been denied.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Could have been a good contender. On to the next.
Illusion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not for you.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Gold is a great conductor.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has been denied. Dire are scanning.
Trickster's rune of illusion. Sword. Triple kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Your pounce.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Burn flesh. Haste.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Never refuse gold.
Invisibility. Oh, look at me go!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Grind me down!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire are scanning.
is a great conductor.
I'll take that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, look at it go.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Illusion.
With thanks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gold is a great conductor.
I'll take that.
Dire are scanning.
Behold my searing tail.
Roshan has fallen to the ground.
Regeneration.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ah, these familiar
Dire's structures
pillars.
are fortified. Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Fortunes change.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Double damage! Invisibility!
are linked.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Dire are scanning.
Round is over. To the narrow maze with you. Look at it go!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Restore to consciousness. Oh, yes. The rune of haste.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Back at last.
Oh, look at it go!
Fight failed. Illusion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Monster kill!